Well, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in to my Survival Guide Let's Play on the 1.16 version of Minecraft, and this is episode 2. Alright, so today we're going to get some basic food in order, consisting of wheat and chicken. We're going to build a roof section on this little pen that I've started over here, the exterior part, and collect some ores down in our mine and get ready for some exploration. Now, in between episodes, I just do grindy stuff that doesn't have a lot of value in watching. And since the last episode, I planted some of this wheat, and you can see the sugarcane over there. Gonna need some paper pretty soon. And of course, I built the outside part of this of the animal pen. I bred up some bees. We got lucky with this bee's nest was already here. I placed a fire down there and a trap door, so we can start harvesting this. And I did just a bit of mining. So first up on the bees. Now, the bees it's really lucky. Now, as you can see, I planted some plants on the other side of my crops, and they're already over there, and they're pollinating the crops, helping them grow faster. Now, with the bees, in case you didn't know, there's a couple of things we can do with this. I don't have any shears yet because I don't have a lot of iron, but now that I have a campfire under here and they're not going to get mad at me, I can take these glass bottles and I can collect honey every time that it's overflowing, so I now have a bottle of honey. Now, the honey bottles, you can use it to craft a couple things. It's great if you find a mine shaft and you have cave spiders, because it's better than milk, because milk does get rid of the poison effect, but the honey both gets rid of the poison effect, and it actually it counts as food, so you kind of get a 2-for-1 on that one there. Now, if I had shears, I could get honeycomb out of here, and if I get 3 honeycomb, and it's either 3 honeycomb and 3 or 6 planks, I don't recall, I can make a beehive, and then when I breed up extra bees, they'll have, because 3 bees will go into a hive, and I think I might already have more than 3, so I'm going to need to make a hive soon, but I got to get some more iron. But at any rate, I did notice the most important thing today is I've noticed there's some chickens over there, and I have some seeds in my hand, and I want to get them into this pen. But before I get them into the pen, I want to build, because the fence is going to come down just for a moment at the end, because I'm going to build a roofed section of the fence. Now, normally I would build pens for each type of animal, but again, this is just our short-term location. We're just trying to get set up for food, and I picked wheat and chickens because the wheat, of course, will make bread for us to eat, and it'll also provide the seeds to breed the chickens, so that's kind of a 2-for-1. And then chicken, of course, is pretty good food, so I like to graduate to beef as soon as possible, but there's not a lot of cows around here, so we're not going to worry about that. This is a pretty cool little way of doing a pen here. I originally saw this from the Neo-Cubist, and I really like it, so I always use it. Now, I've added this front section on. I add this front section on whenever I see wolves, and I don't know why, because I don't see a taiga biome around here anywhere. Maybe wolves spawn in jungles too, I don't know. But I did see a couple of wolves walking around. If you don't put this part on, it's so easy to get in there. What'll happen is a wolf will just walk right in there and eat all your livestock. So this keeps the wolves out. So you just open this up. Now, here's what's cool about it, especially for cows and sheep and, well, chickens too, but you just open these 2 gates, and because there's 2 gates, even if there's a bunch of cows, you won't get that bottleneck effect like you do when there's just 1 gate. That's a real hassle. And you just, for a cow or a sheep, you just grab your wheat. For the chickens, you got your seeds, and you just back over this thing, and you plop in. They follow you in right over the stairs, and then you can climb out, because you've only put ladders on the top block. They cannot get out, but you can. Now, the beauty of this system is there's no fighting with trying to get out, opening the gate so you can get out, and then they all try to get out. None of that. Once they're in here, that's it. It's all over with. They're in here. Really super simple. If there's wolves in the area, you need to add this part around the front. If there's not wolves in the area, well, the only other time would be is if you're close to a village, because villagers will also walk in there. This will keep the villagers out too. But primarily in my case right here, since I'm not close to a village, this is just to keep the wolves out so they don't eat all my livestock. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take out the corner here. Okay, so I want to take out this corner. All right, let's get some logs. We're going to do some posts. We're going to go 4 high. Yeah, so it's every 5th block we get a post. Okay, that's 4 high. We're going to go same this way. Save ourselves a little fall damage. All right. Now the roof we're going to line it with stone. And the trick to this roof is going to be a roof where it kind of angles up from each corner. So the method here is to place the upside down stairs in the corner as if they're pointing away from the center and out towards the sky, right? So we're going to do this on all 4 posts on the outsides of them. Okay, now down in each one of these corners at the very bottom, you're going to do a slab, and that's going to be the little edge of the roof. And now we just do the roof thing just like normal. All right, so we got the frame up. It looks a little bit funky, but I'm not sure where it went wrong, but it's not that important because it's just a flimsy little shack here. So we're just going to start to fill in with oak and an occasional birch just to make it look kind of worn. Okay, there we go. And let's get a torch up here. I don't know if this is the bottom or top half of a slab, but if we get a couple torches up here, yeah, must be the bottom half, so nothing can spawn here anyway. Something can spawn there, and nothing can here. And the rest are stairs, so we are all good. Okay, so the roof is on. Okay, now we're going to get some fences here. There you go. So we can open that if we want to. Aha, that's where the roof got funky. I made a mistake here, and these are 5 tall. And those are 4 tall, so it played with the dimensions a little bit. So in case you're trying to follow along, that's where I went wrong. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the frame of this, and I'll probably come out and put some more gates. I just don't have any on me right now, so I can get into here from the outside as well, and I don't have to go through the pen. But it won't change the construction at all here. So this is the next to last step. Okay, so now we got those up. Now we're going to take our signs, and we're going to randomly place some signs on here. And the idea being it's going to look like kind of like an old dilapidated barn with various panels falling off. Some of the panels be missing. Okay, there you have it. Let's get a little bit of a look at it. Yeah, so you got kind of a little bit of a weathered roof looking there, boards falling off the side, and it looks like something that somebody might just go ahead, and actually the roof being a little lopsided kind of works for us. It looks like something somebody might use as just a chicken pen or something that as it's kind of reaching end of life. And all right, so now that that's done, so now for the important part, now we got to get some chickens in there. So let's open our gates. It's funny, sometimes I open these gates and I come back and there's cows and sheep in there. You just never know. Okay, we'll get some seeds in our hands and let's go draw them chickens over here. They're sitting on the island. Hopefully they know how to swim. All right, come on, fellas. Well, we'll grab the eggs too while we're here. All right, let's go. It's a short swim, guys. Come on, you can do it. Fella, you can do it too. Let's go. Come on. There you go. All right, that was the hard part. This will be the easy part. All right, 4 chickens. Very good. I'll follow us right up on over in here, and that's it. They're in here now. So let's go ahead and give them all some seeds, get them going. And voila! 6 chickens, just like that. Okay. Close these gates, and they are safe from the predators. Okay, all we gotta do is breed them for a while. Before you know it, we'll have a ton of chickens. We'll have a great food source and feathers for arrows if we need it. And the wheat is maturing, so that's great. Okay, so now one of the last tasks here, I want to get ready for some traveling and some exploring now that we're kind of getting our food in order. It'd be nice to know what's around here. And I really prefer traveling with maps because that way, you know, you make the trip and you can document where you've been so you kind of know what your world looks like. Otherwise, you know, it's really easy to forget. So I was down here, and again, like I said, I only do grindy stuff in between episodes. So I did just a little bit of mining, and I left a few of the ores here so we could find them. Okay, so we got a little bit of iron here. I usually mine up the coal when I find it, though. All right, and then I did break into a cave. Now, one thing that I'd like to mention here is when I go mining, so this is down at level 11, I'll do a 3x3 shaft as my main shaft. And the reason for that is oftentimes you'll go right through a slime chunk. And if you don't have at least a 3x3, you'll never know it. So a lot of times I don't need to make, for a single player world, you don't really need to make a slime farm unless you're doing some kind of mega project. And it gets you through all the early game stuff just by accidentally mining right through a slime chunk. Then you'll come down here one day and there'll be a slime down here. Now, having said that, that's going to happen real soon because when I broke into this, and I haven't gone in there yet because I don't do that kind of stuff off camera, I heard a slime bouncing around in here. So we are close to a slime chunk somewhere. He probably despawned because I just left, but this works. And then I do my my shafts one wide going out this way. I'll do one. I'll skip 2, and then on the third one, I'll do it. And that's a pretty efficient way of doing it. Now, the other thing we found is, so we found some redstone, which is great news because we can make a compass, and then we can do locator maps. Yeah, and we must be close to an open cave here because I'm hearing all kind of critters. And then we've got some more iron. Oh, what the heck? We'll use the iron pickaxe for this. We've got some more iron here. All right, and I don't remember if I saw anything else down here. Now, this is just where I stopped. Okay, so now that we've got some redstone, we can make some compasses. Now, you might say this is an extravagant thing to spend your early iron on. But remember, if we're going to go traveling and we want to bring a map, as long as we're sleeping at night, we really shouldn't have that much need for iron armor when we're just doing an exploration. So that's not going to hold us back. So I don't feel bad using my iron to make a couple of compasses up front. And we might have enough to make some armor as well. So I'm going to smelt up this iron. Let's see what we get. All right, while that iron is smelting up, I'm going to go harvest some of this because we're going to need to make some paper. Yeah, I tell you, and these food sources are not coming none too soon because I'm getting low on food. I'm getting low on food, and so it's going to be very comforting to know that we've got a good source. Okay, so let's turn this sugarcane into some paper. How we doing? All right, that should be enough to make a couple of compasses. Okay, and then 2 empty maps. So let's separate these. So there's our first map. Okay. Okay, so now we got to zoom this one out. All right, so actually we need to make a cartographer table. And in these small starter houses, I tend to put my workstations in the floor because that way it saves on space. Okay, so now we can take this one and we want to zoom it out. So we'll put 4 pieces of paper in here. And we just keep moving it until we get a number 4 map. Yeah, that's pretty zoomed out. Okay, next thing we want to do is make a copy of that map. Okay, so now we got 2 of the same map. So for now, you can see I put a item frame up there. So we're going to take and put one of these maps in in here. There we go. Yeah, it's there. And it just, you couldn't see it very well because there's hardly anything on there. Now, the beauty of this is, and let's put this map in our offhand. It only looks like the white dot, and that's where we are. But underneath that white dot is a green dot. And the green dot is this location. So now wherever we go, we don't have to worry about coordinates or anything like that. Let's move away from here just a little bit. So as we move away, you can see that green dot being uncovered. So that green dot is going to stay wherever that map is, and that way we will always know how to get back home. And the other beauty is, as we travel with this map, and it fills it in, it will automatically fill in the other map as well. So that's pretty handy. So now the other neat benefit of that is, well, there's two benefits. Number one, as we wander around, this one's automatically going to fill in, and we can make a nice big map wall, and that'll look pretty cool. The other thing is, if something happens to us while we're out and about, and this map that is on me gets destroyed, I can always take and make a copy of the one on here, and it'll be the same, so we won't lose any of that data. So now that we've done that, now we are ready to travel. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. And we got a nice little barn there for the chickens. We got some chickens going. We got wheat going so we can make bread. We've got our map. We are ready to travel and find out what is in this area. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Don't miss it. It's going to be a travel exploration episode. Bye-bye now.